Hey, how's it going everybody? Hope you're all good and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be telling you about something that has completely saved my life when it comes to gigging, and it's made my life so much easier. Let's check it out. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Ian and obviously I'm a guitar teacher and a guitarist from the East Midlands in Nottingham in the UK, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about a product which has completely made my life so much easier when it comes to gigging. So regularly I am a musician who goes out there and gigs, whether in function bands or either in session work and all those kinds of things, and this bag has just come into my hands and I am definitely 100% keeping it, and this has been an absolute lifesaver, and I'm so glad I've got it that I thought I'd do a video about it to show you my thoughts about it and why I think this is an absolute must-have when it comes to being a gigging musician. For years I've worked in loads of different kinds of bands, function bands and things like that, and always when I get to go to gigs I always have to take a whole variety of cables, bits and bobs and things like that for me to get through a gig. And basically I bought this bag to obviously help me carry my stuff in a more organised and more efficient way. I'm just going to take you through it so you can kind of see that from the bag itself. It is robust, it is huge, this thing, it's massive, but it's full of all the compartments and all the things that I need to put all my gear into a nice organised fashion. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the cable management system. So you can kind of see here that at the front of the bag there's an area where we can put all our cables, and I've obviously got them beautifully cable tied all in there. So I've got an IEC cable for my quad cortex, I've got jacks, I've got a spare jack, I've got all my XLRs and all those kinds of bits and bobs all go in this front main kind of compartment just here in a beautifully organised way. There's even little sort of velcro stick on sort of tabs and flaps that you can obviously put into this to cut this up into different ways. The second section on the bag is here where we've got two pockets dual text together. Now the first pocket, if I can find the old zip for it, first pocket, as you can see here, this is taking you into the main passage or compartment that where I put my strings. So I can put my strings in here. Obviously I've got capos, I can put my vocal zones, I can put either. The most important thing when you're doing session work or anything like that is a pencil and obviously a rubber, because if you do get scores, you need to be able to obviously mark and score those things, that can all go in there. And then behind that pocket is another pocket where here I can actually store my mics. So you can kind of see here that I've got a couple of condensers, I've got an SM57 and SM58, and then in here I've got obviously cloths and things that clean my guitars down at the end of gigs, because it does get sweaty now and again. And then here I've got other things like string winders, I have got a multi-tool, which is obviously comes really in handy, as you never know when something's going to die at a gig. So yeah, so that's the second compartment, which is just here. Then after that, one of the most important areas, which I really love about this, is that behind this main pocket, in this section just here, is a humongous pocket which I can actually store things like, for example, now obviously I use an iPad for my in-ears, so in there I've obviously got my little iPad holder, and also in here as well, if I can get that out, I've actually got my wireless in-ear pack, my sender and receiver, and it's its own separate gator pad which I can put into the top of this, so I can pull that out in a nice way. And I've even got my in-ears in here, I've got cables. It is absolutely huge and it's spacious, but also with this compartment, which is quite nice about it, is that you can actually cut it up into separate sections if you want to. You can even have another flap, so you can almost like have a hidden section with another compartment and a flat area. So it is massive, that thing. So yeah, I would highly recommend looking at that in more detail. Obviously if you want to do, go and get that. And then on the back of it, one thing that's super important, which I really loved about this, is that they've even put on a beer opener. So if you're out gigging and you have to crack open a beer, you can do it on the bag here. And then finally the big back section, or the main compartment here, which is what I really love about this, is the area where you can store your laptop and also your tablet as well, which is obviously really handy because if I'm going to a gig where I'm using backing tracks, I need them on my tablet, and then also I need them on my laptop as a backup. But I can also use my tablet to obviously, you know, get into the PA system and actually sort of mix my in-ears from there. So yeah, it's a really fantastic bag, and it almost goes to say it's absolutely perfect for my needs and things like that. But also the other things I really do like about it as well is that you've got this fantastic, beautifully ergonomically designed clips. So you obviously, if you want to put a mic stand or a guitar holder on the side of it, you can do. You can just obviously clip on like a, you know, guitar holder onto the side. And on this side, I'm actually planning on getting with a very small K&M fold away mic stand, so I can put a mic stand on here as well. So I can literally go to a gig with all of those things on there. Okay. Now, in terms of price, these gig bags aren't cheap. I mean, they are built extremely well. The zips on it are fantastic. I think it's all waterproof as well. It's fairly heavy once you've obviously got the gear in there, but you know, before that it's quite lightweight without the gear in it. But obviously, you know, this feels like this is going to be durable and it's going to be able to withstand loads and loads of gigs. And when it comes to cost, now these aren't cheap really. I mean, they do kind of, you know, we can get them for sort of different prices in the UK, but currently you're looking at around about £160 for the big version of it. Now there's a smaller version called the Solo, which I'll put a few little things up on screen now so you can see the difference of it. So the Solo comes in about a cheaper price, about 125, but the big one you're looking at about 160, maybe 170 quid once you put your postage and packaging on there. But for me, this is going to make my life so much easier. So I would highly recommend, if you know somebody who is a gigging musician looking for a present, this is for them. If you also are a gigging musician and you want to try and make your life easier, this is for you, because finally I've got a system whereby I can put everything in one bag, have it all organized beautifully, easily to find everything. The clips and the belts and everything and the straps all feel robust. And what I even like about it as well, there's a little secret pocket just here on the side, so you can even, there's a flick of money in there and things like that if you want to keep them well hidden. And I'm obviously planning to put an air tag in there, so just in case this ever goes walkies, I've got an air tag in there so I can actually find its location. So I would highly recommend this. If you are interested in finding out more, check out the links in the description. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to find out more of this. I will be doing some more playing videos in the next couple of weeks. But as for me, thank you very much. Bye bye.